Yo, what's up? Jason Breakdown here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about hip extension and a couple different modalities on how to get ourselves through hip extension through all the kind of major internal, external, and neutral articulations we can put our hip in. So let's just get straight to it. I'm going to show you a couple little ideas that we can work with that can be very applicable for increasing your stride length and sprinting, creating better hip extension for Olympic lifts, and help improve your vertical jump. Anyways, here we go. So we're first going to get back on a mat and get ourselves in a big old extended lunging position. Rule number one, make sure and take your heel and line it up with the outside of your hip. That's going to make everything nice and neutral, so you're not starting in any type of excessive external rotation or internal rotation. From here, we're going to make sure and engage tension in through our glutes, which is the main muscle that forces hip extension. So before we start anything, squeeze your glute as tight as you can, and then we're going to drive forward as we extend this anterior hip here, okay? And here's going to be the sequence to go through our main articulations as far as through external, internal rotation coming from our neutral standpoint. We're going to grab onto the side of our knee and take a peek at my heel right here as I pigeon toe myself, creating more hip extension through internally rotating my hip, and then keeping this maximal extension through this kind of pigeon-toed nature, internally rotating. I'm going to keep this extension and pull myself. Now I'm going to push on my knee here from the inside and pull myself open as I externally rotate the hip through extension, and you should see how my heel rotates down inward towards my butt. I'm going to keep that extension. And then once we pull through, keep the glutes tight, we reset, get ourselves back to neutral, squeeze the glute down first, create tension in the muscle, drive the hip into extension, bring yourself into internal rotation, create a big twist from the hips, just not your body, drive this to yourself with as much extension as you can, and then we take the inside of the knee, we push out, and turn ourselves open as we roll the heel down towards our glutes, externally rotating our foot. Okay? Try that a few times, and you're going to notice that the hip extensions become a lot more fluid and lucid and more supple in that joint. So therefore, again, when we're jumping, we can get better extension. When we're sprinting, we can create better stride length. And not to mention, in our running pattern, in our gait, it will help to keep our hip and foot more neutral so there isn't any excessive movement flying in or outwards with the foot, and we have a nice smooth gait pattern coming through to help us create more linear movement pattern. Jason Breakdown, over and out.